welcome back, and we are finally doing Attack Attack's Long Time No See EP. So, the discography of the metalcore, electronicore, and as some people like to call them, crabcore group consists of 3 full albums and 1 EP, being this one. And apparently they've released about 10 to 14 singles in their time as a band. This band has also had plethoras of lineup changes, as well as eventually breaking up in 2013 but reuniting back in the clusterfuck of a year that was 2020. So, actually, my research lied. They have 2 EPs, because they have If Guns Are Outlawed, Can We Use Swords, which came out in 2008, and Long Time No See, which came out in 2021. Albums, we have Someday Came Suddenly in 2008, Attack Attack in 2010, and This Means War in 2012. This EP is about 6 tracks and runs for approximately 16 minutes and 15 seconds, and is opened up by our number 1 track right now, Kawaii Cowboys, which runs for 43 seconds. And literally all I can say is it's a weird electro country instrumental opener. There's not really a lot to say about it, like, if I'm honest. It's a fucking strange song. After this, we move on to Bracura Bombshell, which is about 3 minutes and 35 seconds long, and this was one of the singles I'd heard before the EP had dropped. And you know, it was a solid track that blends their heavier vocals in with their understandable cleans and stuff like this. You know, it really just works as a good track to show everyone what modern Attack Attack is going to sound like, because that's pretty much what this entire EP is. It's kind of, the way I see it is, they've gone, okay, we're back, we've got a different singer now, we've not got Austin Carlisle, we've not got Caleb Shomo or any of these guys. This is the guy that's doing it, this is what he can do, this is what to expect, sort of thing. And this, as you know, like, opening tracks go, because you can't really count the instrumental because obviously there's no vocals on it, so this is the first vocal opener. And if this is the first track you heard of theirs, you'd be like, yeah, okay, this is decent. And like I say, it's solid cleans on the chorus, which is a fairly solid one at that as well. Like, it's decent. And the breakdown towards the end really just bolsters the track up another level. Like, it probably took that one track alone from being maybe a 4 to a 5, like, or a 6. But moving on from that, we have the track Press F. Can't help feel that this is a little homage to the meme Press F to pay respects here, but yeah. This track is about 2 minutes and 50 seconds long, I think. This was released as a single before the EP dropped, but I didn't actually hear this one. So I was kind of hoping to not listen to all of them, because I think they dropped about 3 out of the 6 songs before it. Actually, it may have been 4 out of the 6 songs, now I'm thinking about it. But yeah. It's another solid track. The lyrics are somewhat repetitive and bland, but that's not a problem at all. Like, this is more of just your sort of vibey track, like you can just kind of chill out to it. Moving on from there, we have track 4, All My Life, which is about 3 minutes on the dot. Now, this one was the first single they did drop. And honestly, probably the weakest song on the EP and weakest single. Um, it's very reliant on the clean vocals on this one, and it is literally just centered all around that. And the chorus is a weak shouted vocal of "All my life I was seeing smoke, all my life I was breathing smoke," and it's just kind of like, eh. It gets a little worn out, and it just feels like it's going nowhere. Personally, it's not bad, but it's not great. It, like I say, it's the weakest song on the EP. Moving on from there, we have track 5, Fade With Me, which I believe was one of the 4 singles they did drop. This one is 3 minutes and 33 seconds long. And this one is a very electro-inspired track. Again, it is also a track that is more centered and focused on the softer style soundings of the band. But it has an okay chorus and some decent drops in the electro sound, like, after the interesting blends of genres. Like, it's possibly what All My Life could have been, but it wasn't, if that makes sense. Like, if they'd done All My Life similar to how they done Fade With Me, All My Life would go from being down here. Fucking apologies. All My Life would go from being down here to probably like up here. And really, that's all I have to say on the Fade With Me track, because again, it was relatively short, not a lot to it. Track 6, the final track on the EP, is entitled Dear Wendy, and it is 3 minutes 28 seconds. What the and they wrap the EP up with another heavier sounding track, which is a good idea, because there's been a, instrumental, heavier song, like middle length, heavy-ish blend song, soft song, sort of. They've had a pattern to it, is what I'm trying to say, if you couldn't pick up on that because of my shit explanation. But yeah, this one has a pretty solid chorus, and near the end there is like an electro house breakdown that's pretty cool, and I feel like this song was a very nice way to wrap up the EP. Like, out of all of the songs on here, this was definitely the best choice for the closing track. Final thoughts. For a 6-track EP that runs like 16 minutes, as I said, I feel like it will serve as a decent intro into what we can expect from the band going forward if they're going to be releasing more music, which I do hope they will, because, Attack, through all their lineup changes, through all their different sounds, different styles, has been a pivotal band in the metalcore genre. Like, no one can dispute that. Like I say, it's got your clean tracks, your heavy tracks, your electro tracks, you've got house drops, you've got fucking breakdowns, you've got a bit of everything for everyone. Like, no one's gonna really leave this EP feeling disappointed. And, it is well designed in the way that they've thought it through, because, like I say, it opens up with a sort of electro instrumental, then you've got your heavier track, soft track, like heavy track, or whatever the fuck it was. So they've they kind of did splay it out really well. For me, my standout tracks were Bracura Bombshell, Dear Wendy, Fade With Me, and Press F, in that order. And out of 10, this EP for me is a solid 7. I feel like if All My Life wasn't a weaker track, it could have been an 8 or a 9. But that is literally it. That is my only nitpick. And I do look forward to seeing what the guys in Attack Attack have to bring for us in the coming years. Hopefully it's some good shit. And with that, I will love you and leave you. And I will see you in the next video, which will be Bugsy Malone, The Resurrection. Was a fucking great album. I shall see you in that video. Farewell.